Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome to New This Week, the show where I give you all the new TV shows and movies coming out on multiple different platforms, Sky, Amazon and Netflix, and give them to you so you can go away and watch them at home. So, let's get into this. As always, we're going to start with Sky. So, coming out on Sky today is Daniel Isn't Real. Now, Daniel Isn't Real is a horror movie that is in conjunction with the horror channel Shudder, which show a lot of mini horror movie, horror short stories type things. But this one isn't short. This one's a proper movie, and it's basically this guy is having weird experiences and doesn't feel himself and all of this. So he's told to go back to what made him feel safe, and what made him feel safe was when he was little. He had an imaginary friend called Daniel. Now Daniel, he used to play with as a kid, like anyone else, but there was a bit more interaction between the two. It wasn't just like any normal imaginary friend, but he's told to resummon him by this therapist, psychiatrist type thing, and things just start going wrong. Daniel starts to take over the guy's body and make him do things that he doesn't normally do. So it's a story of are these the deep dark feelings of him, or is this actually Daniel possessing him? It seems really creepy. It seems actually really good. So I'd never heard of it before now, and yeah, it looks pretty good, so I recommend that one. Coming out on Friday is Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Now this is the sequel to Maleficent. This one seems it's so weird because Maleficent is evil, right? She's horrible. She's not the nicest person on the planet, but she's the good guy. It's so weird, but I love it. It's basically her daughter goes to marry this guy. Maleficent doesn't really like it. Then the guy's mother goes, "I think of your daughter as my own." And Maleficent just snaps, and then starts attacking them, and yeah, it's this massive war type thing, and Maleficent, the other creatures in her species, I think, end up helping her out. So it sounds like a very good sequel to the first one. So yeah, that's coming out on Friday. Coming out on Sunday is The Dead Don't Die. Now this is It's a zombie movie, but it's very reminiscent of Zombieland in the fact that it doesn't take itself seriously, and I think that's a good thing to do. Some zombie films need to be serious, but the best ones I can think of are Shaun of the Dead and Zombieland. And they just don't take themselves seriously. So I think you got doing the same here is a good thing, and the cast is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Just type in The Dead Don't Die and look at the cast, and that will show you how good this movie probably should be. But yeah, it just looks like silly bollocks. That's all it is. Pure and utter silly bollocks. And I love that type of thing. So yeah, that's coming out on Sunday. Now we're moving on to Amazon. So on Amazon, coming out tomorrow is The Shining. Now The Shining is a movie based off the Stephen King novel, and basically this house had this murder happen with the family, and then this next family buy the house, and the same events start happening to them, and it's quite cool really. I've never seen it myself, and I think this might actually finally give me an opportunity to watch it. But yeah, The Shining is coming out on Amazon Prime tomorrow. Coming out on Thursday is the Alex Rider TV series. Now this is the highly anticipated TV series based off the books Alex Rider. And basically, Alex Rider's uncle was a spy. Alex Rider himself, almost like has inherited some of the instincts of a spy. But when his uncle dies, or he does actually die, I'm not quite sure, but I don't know, I have a feeling he doesn't die. Or at least not like when he's told he's dead. And then Alex Rider is recruited as a spy to try and find out the truth about what's going on. But he also has to balance his normal life with the fact that, he's now a spy and people are after him. So yeah, it's about, I think it's like an 8-episode series, so yeah, that's coming out on Thursday. Also coming out on Thursday is Dating Amber. Now this might be one of my favourite ones that I've seen this week. I might start doing that, actually, having a favourite one to recommend, but this one definitely is. Basically, there's these two people, and like, he's really awkward with girls, she's really awkward with boys, so they end up dating, but then it comes quite obvious they're both gay. Like, they're both dating each other to cover it up, they both tell each other, and then they form this bond and they try and stay together to fit in. So when at school, they date each other, but deep down they know the truth and they want to explore their options. She wants to go off and date girls, he wants to go off and date boys. And it's just about, like, do they tell their family? Do they not? Do the school find out? Do they not? It seems quite heartwarming. It might be heartbreaking in places, but it seems just a very loving programme to come out, and especially with Pride being today, like, it's the perfect time for this to come out. Coming out on Friday is This Is Us Season 4. Now, This Is Us it seems like a show about just almost like a bunch of couples, and, it's all about the fact that, how weird it is that you'll meet a stranger and that one person will change your life forever, because that stranger will be the person you spend your life with, or the person you have kids with and stuff. Yeah, and it's just all about just the couples and the love and stuff like that. Obviously watch the previous seasons before you watch this one, as with any show, otherwise you won't know what's going on, will you? And also coming out on Friday is Gina Brillen Floor is Lava. Now this is a comedy special on Amazon this time. As always with comedy specials, I say it all the time, but I have to reiterate it, comedy is subjective, so watch the trailer. If you find it funny, watch it. If you don't find it funny, don't watch it. Simples. Now we're moving on to Netflix. So coming out tomorrow on Netflix is Fuller House Farewell season. So basically it's just the last season of Fuller House, where it's been around a while. Apparently it's a Netflix original series, and you've watched the family grow up, and people are marrying into the families and stuff. It seems quite funny as well, but all of the stories are coming to an end now in the series. Obviously go and watch the previous ones. Seems quite funny. It's almost like a sitcom type thing. It looks quite cool, to be honest. I've never seen anything on it before, but yeah, it looks really good. Also coming out tomorrow is The Addams Family. Now this is the story about the Addams Family, based off the movie and the musical and everything, but this is the cartoon one that came out last year, and yeah, it just looks nuts, absolutely nuts. Like, I guess, like, with the Addams Family story, like, they are very, like, crazy, and you can't do a lot of the stuff needed with live action. So using it in an animated form, it can be as crazy as you want it. Yeah, it's fun for all the family, but there's still like adult type references to things that kids won't understand, so it seems to really understand to keep the adults occupied that are having to watch it with the kids. So yeah, that's the Addams Family, and that's coming out tomorrow. Coming out on Wednesday is Spelling the Dream. Now, Spelling the Dream is like a film / documentary on this massive spelling bee that's in America, and the contestants, and I think it's going through the spelling bee, but it also, you know, has a deeper dive into, you know, the dedication that you have to go through to become a champion at spelling. So yeah, if you're into that, then that's coming out on Wednesday. Then the rest are coming out on Friday. So on Friday is The Last Days of American Crime. Now, The Last Days of American Crime is basically, if you do crime, America have put this thing in where, you know, you get affected and you get this really loud white noise type thing, and it hurts and stops you doing crime. But obviously, before it gets implemented properly, you can still do crime. So it's about these people who want to do one final heist, one massive heist. The one guy's doing it out of revenge for his brother dying, and the one guy's doing it to basically have a legacy and be famous for doing the greatest heist and the final heist in history, because you won't be able to do crime past that point, so it will be the final time ever anyone can do any crime, and they'll be the ones that have done it. I can't do the one that's like justice. Looks very action based, a bit of like romantic stuff in there, so yeah, it looks quite good. Also coming out on Friday is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Now, this is the sequel to Jurassic World, which was the sequel to the Jurassic Park franchise. And yeah, this is about basically the island of Nebula Nubar. I think I got that right. I'm pretty sure either that or I've got the wrong island. I've got one of the islands, whether it's the right one I don't know. But it's about to blow up because there's a dormant volcano on it, and yeah, you know, they've got to save the dinosaurs because they feel like they're responsible, because they are the people that brought them into the world. But yeah, you from the trailer, or at least the first one, that's what it looks like. That's the only story, but trust me, that's only half the story. It's when well, I'm not going to spoil it, but that's only half the story. That it's a good one. It got a lot of stick, and a lot of people didn't like it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was brilliant. I don't think it's up there like with the best Jurassic Parks, but I still think it's a very good movie, and I highly recommend it. And also coming out on Friday is Queer Eye Season 5. Now, Queer Eye is about the gay community, almost like them trying to fit in, them trying to speak to people in the gay community that either can't quite come out, or, you know, they, like, jokingly they need a makeover and stuff. It looks pretty good. They just seem to have a laugh doing it, and I think this show has done wonders for all of the Pride stuff as well. Like, it's brilliant, you know, to put it on such a massive like pedestal, you know, being on Netflix, being one of the hit Netflix originals. I think that just, it might open a lot of eyes for people that aren't quite accepting of it when they should be. And yeah, it's really it seems like a lovely show. I haven't watched it, and I wish I had, because it just seems like a lovely, sad but heartwarming show. And yeah, if you haven't seen it before, go away and watch the previous seasons. It looks brilliant. And finally, on Friday is Anna Karina. Now this is based on a true story. It's a love story where basically these two people love each other very much, but they keep getting basically torn apart. Like, nothing is telling. Basically, they love each other, but they can't be together. Everything is telling them not to be together. Everything goes against them being together, but they still want to be together. And it's about them fighting between what they want and what other people think are right. And yeah, it just, again, seems like a good romantic story. So yeah, that is everything coming out this week. Put anything down in the comments down below, what you're looking forward to, or is there anything you want me to review. Hit that like button if you like this video, and if you're new here, please subscribe for more. And yeah, geez, my foot's gone to sleep, which senses it should be the end of the video, which it is. So I will see you in the next video. See ya!